Today is the first day. Well, first day we're gonna have a tournament with new cards. Primite. Will we see him today with no Max C? Probably. What do they do? Let's find out. I'm not a Blue Eyes enthusiast. Never have been. But we got Goblin Biker and a Deep Sea Diva. You might say Keck W. But back in Duel Links, oh, this is still up here. Back in Duel Links, if someone summoned a Deep Sea Diva, you were screwed. And everyone feared the top deck Diva. It's crazy. Let's see what the Diva can do today. Today we're gonna have 5 rounds of Swiss with a top 8. Giving these players plenty of chance to play. So this is wait. 3 negate Apollo plus 2 special summon negates of the Caesar. And then the big Gabonga. I don't know what that's gonna do. We'll have to read the Gabonga. Plus the Ogre, so 6. Plus the Gabonga. The Bagonga. If material is detached from a monster, it's on the field. Okay, so if they detach a material from the Caesar, then they would be able to activate the Gabonga to target a monster on the field and then attach it to the Gabonga as Xyz material. We got the Deep Sea Diva. I guess the Diva isn't as strong as it used to be. Centurion Stonks back up. Is this because of the secret pack, or is this because of the new what is it, the new Centurion card? Well, there's a couple of them. There's a tree. Bruno, I'm sorry, I just watch them in order. Don't worry, you got plenty of time to prove yourself. You got plenty of time to show us what you could do. And we'll get to the other ones, I'm sure. As long as they don't get kicked out of the room. Because the room only holds so many replays. A tree. A tree. A tree. Baron Deflare negating the talent. That was going to take control of a monster. Chaos Allure. It's an entire tree. That's what I was getting from it. This is a big Chaos Angel. Is this Chaos Angel summoned with a light and a dark? Oh my... Wait. How... This Chaos Angel is summoned with a light and a dark, so it is unaffected from monster effects activated by the opponent, and it cannot be destroyed by battle. But the Phalanx will banish it temporarily. How else do they out the unicorn attack it into it destroys itself? We're just gonna deal damage. We're just gonna beat over it, even though it can't be destroyed. Unicorn's back. Oh, they attacked with the unicorn just to banish the Little Knight. The Phalanx, like I told you, temporarily banishes the Chaos Angel, but it's gonna come back during this standby phase right here, and then it summons it back, and it banishes the Cosmic Blazer. They don't even bother activating the Blazer because they know the Chaos Angel is unaffected. Wait, it was resummoned. Even I learned something today. Wow. It was before that Chaos Angel was synchro summoned using a light and a dark. This time it was just special summoned from being banished, triggering the on summon effect. But that also made it so it didn't have those protections. Wow. It's crazy. They have a Nibiru. Nibiru going second. With Unchained going first. Droll. Is that going to stop Unchained? Yama. And now Sharvara setting the escape. Now, this is 5th summon. The Nibiru is live. When do we Nibiru? Do we just wait till the end of the turn? Oh no, you waited too long. Did they try to activate it already? Oh my gosh. Well, there was a crossout designator anyway. If you see 2 level 6 fiends, you probably should use the Nibiru. If Labyrinth is setting up plays on your turn and you can't stop them, whew, they get far ahead quick. Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes getting drolled. Primite sets the drill beam. They place the True Light. They set the Majesty. So, you know what? Blue Eyes, they don't care about Droll. You Droll them, don't matter. Might have hurt him a little bit. I don't think it mattered. We're going to True Light, bring back the Blue Eyes. Can we Synchro Summon on their turn? We're going to Seal to return the Magnemite. But the Bestial Druis Worm banishes the seal from the grave before it can resolve. And so the seal is never going to have the chance to activate to summon a dragon from the deck. They did it right. So they banished the Maiden. Very nice. Now the Majesty. Oh, they're destroying the Emblem of Salvation. This happened to me. Oh no. You destroy their Emblem of Salvation. And what happens is if this set card in its owner's control is destroyed or banished by an opponent's activated effect, you can place 2 Centurion monsters with different names from your hand, deck, graveyard, and or banishment in your spell and trap zones as face-up continuous traps. Oh my gosh. You pop that, you get rid of their back row, that card, and then they're plussing. What's the main effect of it though? Banish a Centurion monster, then target. Oh, it's a banish. Okay, I can see why you set that. Is it non-targeting? Is the Emblem of Salvation? No, the Emblem of Salvation is a spell that targets. But that would out a Borderland, right? I guess that's why we haven't been playing Dragon Link, because there's a lot more ways to out the Borderland now. All right, so we got a Spirit Dragon, and they're scooping it up. Maxless Mayhem, no Max C tournament. Free entry, no sub required. Today is the first day with... today's the first day we've had a tournament with Primite in the game. And we've seen a lot of Blue Eyes. There's no Blue Eyes in front of me. Surprisingly, we have Labyrinth and Paleo. We're in the top 8. We played 5 rounds of Swiss to get here. Best of 3, no side deck. We have trap versus traps. We got Paleo going first. They are reasoning, milling it up. How many cards are we gonna send? We got 5, 6, 7, a lot, 8, 9, 10. They're milling. It's like they're gonna mill their whole deck. Mill. They did send transaction rollback, plus all of these traps that they have here. That's going to open up who knows how many different plays that they could do. There's like 30 cards in the grave. They just said, fine, I get it, oh, did they really disconnect? We are going to watch this from Morpho's side, and they are 5-0. They won 5 matches and did not lose one single match at all in the Swiss rounds. So the wishes, we get a Majesty and the Veiler. The Maiden is gonna put the True Light face up. Simultaneous Equation Cannon, banishing the entire field. We're gonna have to see that again, but we're gonna have to see game 2, I should say, and see what Blue Eyes can do going first. Spirit with Eyes of Blue. With the Mausoleum. Maiden. Alright. Tribute the Spirit to summon the Blue Eyes. They're setting up the Maiden for their synchro play. And now we get the Majesty and the Sage. Synchro summon. Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon. They then tribute that to summon the Ultimate Spirit. Now, Chandragleer sending itself, and they discard Elemental Burst to set the Welcome Labyrinth from the deck. They're loading up. The Lordly Load. Yeah, I feel you, Rio. I'm not the biggest Blue Eyes fan. I like Dark Magician. So if they could somehow buff Dark Magician, that would be cool. I would like that. All right, we got Ash Blossom negating the Welcome Labyrinth. And they have a Veiler. But if you have a set card, you might not be able to target them, depending on the monster. Imperm negating the Primite. They still got a Trap Trick. What would they do with this? Plus the Impulse? Maybe Impulse the Spirit? Maiden. Discard. Oh, they are going to Impulse and negate the Spirit that would summon a Blue Eyes. Synchro summon the Spirit Dragon. Now Trap Trick. They chain the Spirit. Bam. The ultimate Spirit was a negate. Blue Eyes versus Goblin Biker. Goblin Biker has come all this way to the top 8 after 5 rounds of Swiss. So let's see here. Can I tell you about the stats and stuff here? We got Kraken and Yahia. Kraken with the Goblin Biker. Goblin Biker went 5 and... Oh, wait. Goblin Biker went 4 and 1 in the Swiss rounds. And so did the that's actually right. So today everyone who made it into the top 8 was 4 and 1. 4 wins and 1 loss. Some people were asking, could we only do 4 rounds of Swiss? But at that point, there wouldn't be enough of a data to find out who the real top 8 was without having to use tiebreakers. So the more amount of matches that, or yeah, the more amount of rounds that you add, the less there is of a need for tiebreakers to be used at all. They banished themselves. Interesting play. True Light. All right, we're in the end phase. Equipping material to that GABONGA. Make it big. Drawing an ogre. Oh, we Typhon. We're gonna go into battle to take out that SP Little Knight, but they're gonna suck up the Typhon. We got Effect Veiler, negating the... No. Called by the Grave, negating the Veiler that was trying to negate the Spirit. The GABONGA is big. The player on top did win game number 1. I put that score up there. Are we gonna... Oh no, there's no lethal. This is turn 1. We got a Spirit Dragon, the Maiden, bring back a Blue Eyes from the grave. They're gonna have double Spirit Dragons. The Spirit Dragon says that neither player can special summon 2 or more monsters at the same time. That shuts off Flamberge, and not just Flamberge, but the Pendulum summons as well. You can't Pendulum summon 2 or more monsters at the same time if they got a Spirit Dragon. Can Big GABONGA affect Paleo Xyz because it does not specify the monster detaches? They say that it detaches. They say the player detaches. That's a really good question. Big GABONGA versus Paleo? I don't know. I guess if it's GABONGA is big enough. We got a Fiendsmith line here. They're gonna summon a Lurie. Link that into a Requiem. Tribute to summon Engraver. Engraver will return Requiem from the grave to the deck to summon. And now Veiler negating the sequence. But now they got their Goblin Biker plays. But there's another Veiler. Why don't they do their... Oh, here's the Fuelos. And we're going to draw 1. They didn't draw for the Fuelos? Oh, the Fuelos is negated by Ash. So Spirit's gonna get the Mausoleum. The Mausoleum will do nothing. We send the Blue Eyes. Okay, we Tribute the spirit to summon a blue eyes. Go into battle. Take out that little knight. Engraver is back. They banished it. Now it's Goblin Biker time. Whip out that big GABONGA. Goblin Biker, big GABONGA. Getting the duo charger. They'll detach a material. We're summoning the who? The who is this? Well, now it's a moon, but this is the mean merciless. I don't know my GABONGAs. I mean my bikers. How many times can you do that? Is this lethal? It's not lethal damage, leaving them with just 500 life points left. Typhon. Oh, Typhon into the scoop. They're not, it's because it's a private room. We're not actually lowering the win rate of Typhon. It was just a reflex. So we got the Sage that gets impermed. And they got a Sage already. They could have maybe searched for the Veiler through their combo, right? And then they got another imperm to negate their Sage. When does it end? Well, that's when the turn ends, because the talent's not activatable. No monster effect was activated. But the question is, where do they imperm and where do they Veiler? You could imperm sequence. The Doom Dragon pushing back the Spirit. We got the Snake Eye Ash negated by the Veiler, but that wasn't even enough. A Wanted will search for the Diabell. They're gonna now Bonfire. Is this really the Plague? But I guess so. Summon the Ash. Ash will get negated by Imperm. There's still a Veiler waiting. I think they just bank on them having the Veiler. Linkuriboh. They're gonna discard Infinite Impermanence to summon Diabell Star. Getting the original that'll send the Linkuriboh to summon Poplar. Oh, they set up the Linkuriboh in the graveyard so that it was ready to help the Poplar dodge a Veiler. Very nice, Yusef. We got the Doom Dragon. They could do the Moon here, so now they're gonna Moon. Link that into a Requiem. Tribute. And we got a whole Fiendsmith play here. Send in the Ash and the Requiem. Summon an Oak. That's how they made up a material there. Fusion Summon using the sequence Desiree. And now Promethean Princess. There's only 3 cards in the Blue Eyes player on top's hand. So I think the only chance that Blue Eyes, I should say Snake Eyes, has against Blue Eyes is going first. Going second might be tough. We'll see. Apollo negating the Primite. They're going to link that into the Spirit. They already have the mod. Did they search the Mausoleum? I don't know, but they get the Mausoleum. They had it. They activated. The Maiden is negated by the Apollo. And Morpho with Blue Eyes on top was 5-0. They might have lost a game, but they didn't lose one single match in the Swiss rounds. It might have been reflex. When you're playing for this long, they had to play through 5 rounds of Swiss just to get here. That's 5 matches, best of 3. That could be 2 to 3 games per match. They at least played probably 10 to 15 games to get here. They've been playing they've been playing for 6.5 hours, and these are high intensity matches. From these are both top players here, and not just right now. All of these players that we're gathering together here, and we can learn from their plays. So we got Imperm negating the Sage. They don't save that for the Spirit? I guess not. Well, can the Spirit, is the quick Spirit quick effect to dodge? No. But we get the wishes. They have the mausoleum. They did not activate a monster effect, so the talent is not activatable. No hand trap to stop him. Maybe they wanted the Flambridge for next turn. Oh no. I actually wanted to see how that went, but they didn't even get the chance to get to Flambridge. So I guess Snake Eyes stonks her down. I don't know if this is over representation of Blue Eyes, but there's only one Snake Eye Fiendsmith in the top 8 today. Makes me wish I was qualified to do a video on YouTube, a YouTube video about how to play Blue Eyes, but I simply am not qualified for that. I'm not a Blue Eyes enthusiast. Ash negate zombie vampire. If I had, you know, extra funds to spend on the gems, sure, I would do it, but it's not worth it for me. I don't know how I feel about the Desiree. We'll see though. Where are they going to use the Desiree to negate up to 2 cards? Now here they do it. Negate the Drill Beam and the Lordly Load. Let's see if this works. Oh, that plus the Nibiru could actually do something here. And here it is, Nibiru, tribute the field. They didn't have a way to negate the Nib. True Light, set the Majesty. Okay, the Tyrant attacking, destroying the Nibiru. It slowed them down. It wasn't enough though. And that is Blue Eyes winning game 3. And why did I call it top 4? It's semifinals, but they're going to the finals. This is the semifinals. We got Paleo versus Goblin Biker. Goblin Biker going first. Whipping out that big GABONGA. What else are we gonna do here? Now we go for the moon. After you whip out your GABONGA, you moon Requiem to, now we do a Fiendsmith line. But in the middle of that, we're gonna go back into our Goblin Bikers. All right, we're biking. Goblins, Crazy Beast. Now you Fiendsmith sequence. This is quite a line you've got here, Kraken. Oh, Desiree. Okay. Get that Doug Charger. They're Doug and IP Masquerena. IP Masquerena is such a crazy card. They're gonna equip the sequence to the Desiree. So that's that could negate up to 2. Ash negate the tune. Little Knight. They're gonna banish one of those set cards. I mean, it could be something, but they're doing this in the main phase. Maybe you might want to wait till the end phase to do this. Get that, keep that toggle on. They're in the main phase. We can see it. Maybe wait till the end phase. It didn't even matter. What did they choose to banish? They chose Paleozoic Morella. Yeah, that would be tough. Infinite Impermanence. Negating Laundry Dragon Maid. We got oh, Paleo's getting another chance here. Game 2 in the semifinals after 5 rounds of Swiss. All these players in the top 8 were 4-1 to get here, and there was one 5-0 player. Z Almond. They're adding the Foxy tune. Link summon. Here's the sequence. Desiree. Seen a lot of Desiree today. I'm more of a Lacrima summon the Engraver for the body to summon an Apollo rather than do the Desiree. I like Apollo over Desiree. I guess that's it. Maybe it's not the way though. Ever since the beginning, I have not been on the Desiree train. Maybe I'll have to adapt my ways. Because it's clearly what these top players are doing. We're in the finals. Maxless Mayhem. No Maxi. The first day we're having a tournament with Primite in the game. And we got Blue Eyes in the finals. Going first against Goblin Biker. We got the Ether Barrel setting the drill beam. I'm not a Blue Eyes enthusiast. Where are we gonna Ash and where are they gonna Ogre? The Wishes. They Ash the Wishes. What about an Ogre? Is there a place for you to Ogre Blue Eyes? It does not seem so. Magnuma will banish the Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and in the end phase, it's gonna search for a Druis Worm. Veiler, negate the Xiamen, and maybe the emergency teleport can play through that. No, we're going right into battle. They're gonna Magnuma into battle to force the Druis. Oh my gosh. No. Force the seal to tribute itself. But now, in the battle phase, Druis Worm banish the seal. They're gonna banish the seal so that it doesn't activate its effect in the grave to summon a dragon from the deck. Now that they've gotten rid of the interruption of the seal, they're gonna whip out their crazy beast. So not the Gabonga. Drill Beam is attempting to banish the crazy beast, but the Grand Breakout is gonna tribute the beast and summon a Goblin Biker gone wild. They're going wild from the deck. They've gone wild. Summons Dog Charger, and then the Dog Charger gets the grand entrance. Now emergency teleport summons a Yaman. They're gonna overlay those into a big Gabonga. This Gabonga is freaking big. Big Gabonga going second against Blue Eyes. What was the secret here? Just having a freaking ton of gas? Well, it's insane. Ash Blossom was the secret. And now we're in the second main phase, going for a Fiendsmith sequence. It's not a line, it's a sequence. A Fiendsmith sequence. So, Blue Eyes lost in game 1. They're gonna choose to go first, and they're kind of bricked here, but they got a Jet Dragon, Droll, and an Infinite Impermanence. The Lordly Load is gonna get the Ether Barrel, summon the Ether, setting the Drill Beam. That's a banish, right? Infinite Impermanence negate the Spirit. The banish. Yeah, it's a negate plus a banish. It's a lot. Blue Eyes, White Dragon. Link that into the seal. Seal it up. The seal did not work for them last time because there's when they attributed it was banished by Bestial. Now they're drolling. These plays don't, this turn 1 here doesn't seem too crazy, but that droll was powerful. So we got the barrel set in another load. Now we spirit to get a mausoleum, and that spirit will tribute to bring out a Blue Eyes into battle. Where's the Spirit Dragon and the gates and stuff? Well, we got a Solemn Judgment and an Imperm. Tract. They're gonna Drill Beam and banish the Tract? Oh, and it negates it. Okay. So Solemn Judgment negate the emergency teleport, and then they're gonna tribute. Oh, the seal attributes the Blue Eyes to return Ash to the hand. All they got is a set cross out designator. It's like they checked out. They don't even... They stopped trying. I wonder why they didn't even try setting the cold by, you know? No, Krylon, I'm not playing. Just covering it. And I don't want to win and then someone feels bad. And... Or even if I just beat someone and then they're mad at me. All right, game 3 in the freaking finals. Ash. No, Engraver. There was no Ash. But we have a Veiler to negate the Gabonga. But there's a Cold Buy to negate the Veiler that's trying to negate them. No negate. Well, the Cold Buy negates. That's the final negate. Whip out that Gabonga. Game 3 in the finals. Goblin Biker versus Blue Eyes. After 5 rounds of Swiss. Lacrima is gonna summon the Engraver from the graveyard so they can summon a wave. High King Caesar. I love it. Plus an Apollo. Will we see a Caesar plus an Apollo? Now Masquerena. All right, no Apollo yet. They could summon an Apollo or a Little Knight, whatever the situation calls for. The Wave Hiking Caesar's 2 special summon negates plus imperm, and then they have a second imperm, and the GABONGA could suck up a monster on the field as material, and then the Masquerena could do a 4 material Apollo if it wanted to, right? But it might do just 2 material Apollo, or it could do a Little Knight with a double banish. So there's going to be 8. This is like an 8 to 10 disruption end board. Spirit. It's going to get impermed. It's crazy. There's double imperm columns right now. The Grand Breakout will banish, and it's going to, when a monster declares an attack, you can banish this card from your graveyard and attach any number of materials from Goblin Xyz monsters you control. All monsters your opponent currently controls lose 1,000 attack for each material detached. So we had a hidden extra disruption this whole time in a battle trap. Oh, and we're sucking up. It all comes together. They're in the second main phase, IP Masquerena, and they will summon the Little Knight to banish the Maiden. Oh no, banish the True Light. But the Maiden was targeted by the Goblin Bikers Gone Wild. Caesar negates the Maiden. And that's it. Goblin Biker winning first place with no Maxi.